Hello, this is Dave in Cedar City. This is video number 4, and we're going to talk about these post base. A lot of these have a welded base right here, and this one had a welded base, but they took it out. It shows in the detail sheet, which is this sheet right here, that there's supposed to be an angle bracket here, and if they don't have that post base. So I think that's what goes there. It's difficult to tell. Those brackets look like basically like that, I think. The entire back wall doesn't have any of those like this right here. I'm sure you guys are familiar with this. So on this track they have this welded mail, and then this slides over the top. So on the back wall, there is no mail sticking up. The entire back wall, the way I'm reading this detail page is that you're supposed to have these brackets on here. I'm not sure why that screw's even there. There's no bracket under there. And that goes all the way down. So that's going on inside. Let's go outside and talk about some of these penetrations and flashing details. So these doors, this door is not sealed in any way. You can kind of see that. I don't know if you can see this big old gap there. This wall definitely gets water on it, and of course at some point I might even want to rinse off this wall, so that water just runs right inside. While we're standing here, we can talk about these flashings. That's a nice way that's trimmed out. Right here you can see these are small things, but they all add up. They started a screw, decided to move it over. Since we're talking about this door, there's a bunch of holes running up all the way around this whole door here, which is apparently designed to be attached to the wall, obviously. Anyways, there's 13 openings that have no screws or hardware in them. I do not know if you can see this. I think you can. It looks like it in the camera. Right here is this bulges. I think that basically the adhesive that they use, this looks like FRP to me, but it's not sitting flat. And so I think it's delaminating, and of course that potentially is going to become a bigger problem. Let's go look at this window down here. So this window is a lot like the door. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see that. Right there is a big old opening. That's all the way around. I mean, I don't know if you can see that. Look at that, it's ridiculous. Same thing. So anyways, in this detail sheet, this detail sheet right here, it talks about on windows a J trim is used, and so this is not a J trim, and I'm assuming, I do not know, my experience with the J trim would be, you know, let's see if I can get my hand back here, it's a J, and then the siding itself would land inside there, and then this side would cup that flashing up this siding here, so no water can get in. I mean, you know, we all know the last resort would be relying on sealant. You know, ideally you would flash something, counter flash something, and you know, sometimes you need sealant, But sealant, in my mind, and I don't know what you guys normally do, but the detail, you can look at that big gap in there. The detail clearly calls out a J frame, so I'm not sure what your J frame is. This looks like an L frame. So this is video number 4. Again, this is Dave down in Cedar City, and I think we may have another video or two to handle some of the rest of this stuff, but thank you for looking.